Killer fish. Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Reza Gaming. I'm back. It is Tuesday, and the camera color is going a bit funny, but that's fine. I will be continuing Oxygen Included today. Hello, Grey Area. Hope you're doing well. We are continuing Blasted Ceres. Let's get into it. I'm a bit late. What are we up to at the moment? Looks like Bammoths. So we did actually make a warm coat. We're going to start making warm coats for everyone. We don't have that many frostproof dupes, so I think that's worth doing. We are producing more power with that ethanol generator. Unfortunately, that means we're producing a lot of CO2, and a lot of this solid stuff is melting from outside the map as well. But the way our base is designed, it's not actually causing the duplicates any problems. They've got plenty of oxygen over here. We are gradually going to dig out all of this stuff. Looks like they're still digging out some of this. I'm sure this is blocking off. Oh, it looks like it's all just getting submerged in the mercury. That's kind of funny. We're going to put it on speed 2. And we're going to do a few things. So, what I want to do today, we have 3 objectives. We want to finish off Bammoth-related stuff. We have a little baby Bammoth now, so that's good. We want to get a sublimation station up, and we want to actually build all of the steel work in here before the water boils, which is... We've got a little bit of time for that, but not a lot. So let's try and be productive on that. Gold volcanoes do not produce a huge amount of heat, so I'm not overly worried. We'll put this here, and then probably just conveyor shutoff related stuff. The conveyor shutoff doesn't need to be made out of steel. It won't break, so let's just be creative in what we put in here. So we probably want to run this past the volcano first. And then I think we'll just run it up here and see what we do. And I think what I'll do is put the conveyor shutoff in here. We'll make this out of gold as well. We actually do need the conveyor thermosensor. Conveyor thermosensor. I have done goofed. We've been putting our radiation research in the wrong thing. That's alright. What we can do for now is we can just set this to auto-run, but we'll have to come in here and do the switch later. So the idea is, if it's cold enough that we want to dump it somewhere, then we can just dump it over here, probably, in the environment. So maybe we just dump it up here for now. And then if it's still too warm, we keep running it around the volcano for a bit. So I think what we'll do is just something relatively straightforward. We'll do a bridge here. And then that conveyor line will start here, and that will mean that it will always recirculate. I'm not going to do anything too fancy with this. It's a gold volcano. They don't produce a lot of heat. But we should get at least something rudimentary set up. I think we'll need a wire over here as well. We'll do it like this, so we can primarily access everything from outside. That seems fine to me. We can actually remove this after the fact. Automation wire will go here. We've got a broken building, we've got a liquid pipe that broke. Presumably because of stuff to do with the coolant, that's okay. Amari, you have picked a poor moment to come in here. In fact, actually... Ooh, I think we may be at the point where we need suits. How about we priority 1 all of this? Oh. Construction, priority 1. Get you out of here. This is not the appropriate time for you to come in here. Yep. And we need to make a door. And that needs to happen immediately. Because the Gold Volcano does not produce a huge amount of heat, but we've been letting it build up for a little while, so... That's not ideal. We do need to heal Amari as well. We got rid of our beds. We could put the beds over here. So the thing about the triage cots is... Duplicates don't actually need to breathe while they're on them. Their breath gets filled automatically by the triage cot. So for now, maybe we just put one out here. We can't put it in the ranch. Let's just put it here. Be priority 9. You picked the wrong place to stand for that. Alright, we can get you out of here. Let's build a couple more of these over here. That'll do for now. Nice and temporary. You're alright, Quinn. So we'll put a door here. That can break, and that's absolutely fine. We don't mind. And then that is going to restrict access. And we need to keep shearing the Bammoth, so we need to make some Atmo Suits. I think. Is it worth having a dedicated Atmo Suit to this area? Probably. So they have to come in this way. We could block access off from a different route to allow that to happen. That would probably be sensible. So Amari and Quinn, you can go here. What else are we up to in the meantime? We're still trying to connect over here. Probably alright. This ethanol is going to get boiled and condensed by the Gold Volcano, which is fine. It does actually delete heat. So, I'm alright with this. What else do we want? So the pipe is broken. presumably because this is full of hot coolant. Yes. Well, that's fine. We never really had a particularly robust plan for this. We just need to get a little bit of steel going. We could do something similar over here. I think we'll put this auto sweeper over here. That can go here. This area is probably quite hot as well. So we do need to think about that a little bit. So the plan as well is also to replace the pike apples over here with plume squashes for the Bammoths. We have a little bit of stored up food. Obviously, this is a lot of extra food for the duplicates at the moment, which is not ideal that we're getting rid of this. But we should be supplemented by more food from the Bammoths. We may need to plant some more pike apples anyways. Temperature-wise, this seems like as good an area as any. We're not actually doing anything up here for now, so let's actually just move the pike apples up here. This automation we put in, that's going to stay there, but we're just going to reroute it later. Yeah, we'll just put these here for now, just to make sure we've got enough food. We did a load of drywall yesterday as well. What is going on with this? Why did that just hit the floor? Don't tell me that when this isn't powered, it just hits the floor. I think that's just what literally happened. Because we set those ones to priority 8. Let's set these ones to priority 8 as well. Here you go. That does seem like a bit of a waste at the moment. So that's a priority 9. These are a priority 9. We're going to put the hydroponics in here because we're going to cool everything down. So we're going to make ethanol over here and we're going to actively cool it. We're going to actively cool it with the thermo aqua tuner at some point. Before sending it over here, probably. Or, no, I think we're going to thermo aqua tuner the nectar and run it through here as a cooler loop. I think that was the plan. But that's probably not going to happen immediately. We'll have a think. Temperature has increased over here. That's interesting. Amara, you're in brilliant conditions over here, aren't you? Your breath. Your mask is still being depleted, but your breath won't actually go down, so it's not an issue. We're still building all the automation for the dropper as well, but the main issue at the moment is we just need to feed the Bammoths. Right, let's start planting the pike apples. But I'm not going to bother automating that, that's going to be temporary. Oh, these ones won't work. Oh, that's fine. So this conveyor is phosphorite. So we don't need this to run any. So we'll disconnect this. This is set to 9. Let's set this to 6. Let's set this to 7. And then it's going to primarily just load this. So that's alright. Phosphorite is close enough here, I don't think we worry too much about the automation. So the automation here, so now this is going to be Plume Squashes. I think we can just remove... Okay, so I think what we do is we actually keep this and we just remove the receptacle. Because we need the phosphorite over here for these guys. Oh, okay, I see. So all we do is remove these, then we reconnect it. And then this conveyor does something different. That's fine. So that will go back there. These plants are too warm now. That was probably why I disabled this. Disable this again. Actually, don't we have some better plants for this now? Didn't we print some joyas? Keep that on. Who's got skills? Perennial task. Let's give you tidying. Yeah, you actually have some plume squashes now, so this should be... Wow, that really isn't a high priority errand. We shouldn't be storing that anywhere else. That shouldn't be going to the kitchen. We also found a nosh bean which we planted over here. We're not really doing anything with it yet, though. Right, let's start removing these planter boxes. That's alright. Planter boxes next to the planty foxes. There you go. That was a pun. Keep going, removing all those. Used all the rad bolts. That's going to take a while to research. Annoying. But this probably is all going to boil. We did put some tallow over here. Can we actually make sure this happens? Because the tallow is going to melt when it comes into contact with the steam. Because it's quite conductive. And then it's just going to form a little bit of oil in here. Hey, Bat Guy. I'm alright. My camera is looking very frosty today. My camera really has a mind of its own. But, yeah, no, we're alright. We are relaxing. We are planting the plume squashes in here. We are going to get some more ethanol set up. So we know that we need 64 plume squashes, which is... let's see. So that is 25 grams per second times 64 is 1.6 kilograms per second. So we need 4 of these. So I guess we're going to have to put some more of them over here. In our very temporary setup. Okay, that's just rolling. We're going to move these eventually. Maybe. Maybe. Nightbot is yet again doing us a solid. Right, let's just do this. And then we'll have a little bit of extra spare for power, so that's going to come in here as well. And then the plan is very much that we're feeding it to the generator first. No, it isn't. We're feeding it to the plants first, then we're feeding it to the generator, then we're feeding it to the tanks. Oh, it looks like we've been storing some of it in the tank anyways. This hasn't been working then. What's been going on with this? Oh, I know what's been going on with this. It's been 50-50ing it. That's not right. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just do this. What I did want it to do is to store in the tanks after going through here. So I think we need to change the bridge on this slightly. That's fine. Yeah, in the meantime, we're planting some extra pike apples up here. This is actually somewhere we can fertilize them, right? This has to be 96 tiles. It's slightly too big. Not if we make these all farm tiles. I feel bad because we planted them already. Alternatively, we could just put some doors over here. That would work. Yeah, we'll just put the doors over there, and then we'll put a farm station here. We have 9 tons of fertilizer. We might as well use it.
There we go.
Hey, Treble Queen. How are you? How's Shapes been treating you? Hopefully it's been better than it's treated me when I bought it. Man, I'm sad. I want to play that game. I want to play that game, but my computer does not seem to like it. I will definitely have another look when it comes out of early access. Yeah, here you go. Have a farm station. This definitely isn't permanent, so it won't be drywalled. And then that is not quite as many plants, but I think it will still be enough. Shine nymph eggs? Sure, why not? Give me all the critters. You're building all the wood panels, that's nice. So, what else is going on? Yeah, you're party nining everything, that's alright. What else do we actually want to do? I don't know. Hey Andy Christian, I've been doing well. It's a simple but addictive game, yeah. I was saying the other day, it looks like the purest essence of a factory game. That volcano, it's a gold volcano. Produces solid gold. Actually, it produces liquid gold. We have another one over here that's presumably forming steam at this point. Not quite. It'll form steam in about 80 seconds. We moved some tallow over to this pedestal. So the plan is, when this erupts, the tallow will melt on contact with the steam into a little pool of oil, and then it will slide down here and block the steam from getting out without us having to actually build a liquid lock. And there should be so little oil, it's not actually going to get into contact with the volcano. That is the plan. We will see if that works. In fact, I guess we'll see now. So, I guess we'll just watch. We're on speed 2 at the moment. We're going to keep it on speed 2. You really want to see that work? Yeah, me too. These spigot seals won't have died in vain. Gold does not produce a lot of heat, though. It looks like it is starting to boil the brine. But we're going to be on that cusp. Let's actually have a look at the gas overlay. The moment there's a little bit of carbon dioxide in here. Yeah, this is just going to be our normal self-cooled steam tamer. Okay, this room's now full of steam. Now, if we look out here, the tallow. I can't select the tallow. I think we can just remove it from the pedestal. Will this actually melt on here? I think I need to... I'm not sure it is. If we remove the tallow, then have a look at it. Then that should... Oh, there we go, it worked! Okay, we just need to remove it. Okay, that was a fairly small amount of oil because we only have 1 kilogram. This is overheating, that's fine. We don't care about this door. Doors can break and they still work. So, tell me how that worked. There we go, there's our liquid lock. And then, I don't think it's ever going to get over here. Unless we remove this tile. I kind of wanted the vacuum seal. But I guess it's not going to happen. And then we can just sweep up this oil later. And we should be fine. But we're definitely going to need Atmo Suits before we come back in here. Sadly, there's no heat-resistant dupe. Also, we did not fill this with water in the end. So that's quite funny. So at the moment, the plan is to just let this continue to boil and pressurize the steam, I guess. Because it'll take a while for that to cause chaos. And we want to multiply the Bammoths in the meantime. You did eat food. You laid a poo. Love it when the Bammoth does that. Hate it when the duplicates do it. What a double standard. We'll remove the planter boxes over these tiles, and then we'll have a think. Because this... Right, okay, let's have a think. So this bridge is going to go here, and then this bridge is going to go here. So then... It's gonna prioritize going to the plants, then it's gonna prioritize going to the generator, and then it's gonna prioritize going into the tanks. I love spaghetti. Here you go. Oh, that's the other reason why we can't play Shapes, because at the very beginning of Shapes, they make you sign a waiver saying you're not allowed to build any spaghetti factories. So obviously we can't abide by those rules, so we unfortunately can't play Shapes. It's just not allowed. I'm so glad we've hooked up all the conductive wire now. This makes me feel better. Yeah, this really isn't going to help our CO2 situation, but I'm just glad these plants are actually growing. Oxygen levels are good, and they're also manageable. So I'm pretty pleased about that. I should definitely dig this up and look at this. That will be fine. I go watch a stream which has been in violation for the first 5 minutes. Oh, I know. I have been lurking. I have had you on the background. Double Queen. But yes, we need the reed fiber. The Bammoths are regaining their scales. They need to change the scale growth thing. It should say something a bit more generic. Coat growth, maybe. Because this used to just be Draco scales, but now it's Bammoth fur as well. Speaking of which, Clay, can you please add Abyssalite Dracos that you can shear for Abyssalite? Much appreciated. So that's one thing I've noticed about this DLC. There's no Critamorphs. I would have thought there would have been... Maybe they'll add them at some point, but it would be nice to have a couple of different morphs. Because the Floxes are nice, but like, what if there was a red Flox? That was red and did nothing else. Gameplay. The Bammoth, I don't know. Different Bammoths that lay different patties would be pretty fun. It's nice they've added the stuff, but the stuff they've added, I mean, it seems more difficult than normal because of the cold requirement, but it also seems relatively shallow once you've actually done it. Which I suppose is fine. But you don't want to be in a situation when the DLC content after you've done it is less interesting than the base game content. I'm not really sure at this point how I'm going to feel about it long term. Right, keep removing these. Plastic is continuing to be produced. So we've done this ladder. What other ladders do we want to... They haven't been actually going out here very much. They've been running along here more. I mean, they are going to go down here a lot. So, once the Bammoths are here. So, it would be sensible to just preempt this. Also, this one, Gold Volcano, we're literally just letting the Gold Volcano erupt over here and melting the whole area. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, Ren's doing the farming. With the fertilizer, with the copious amount of fertilizer. So that pipe, I believe, will be set up correctly. So this, instead of going around here... Oh, I know. Here we go. Let's actually be a bit clever about this. That pipe can come down here. Then we'll bridge it over here, and then that's going to go to the plants. But the main issue is we need to make sure that this ethanol is cold, or we need to make sure the area is cold. I think we're going to focus on cooling the area instead. Because cooling liquids that are getting consumed by plants does not seem like a good use of our time. Cooling the area seems like a better use of our time. So actually, with that in mind, if this liquid is generally going to be hot, going to a cold area, then we want to insulate it. We don't have any insulation material. I guess sedimentary rock will do. Man, we're really feeling the lack of rock. There you go. I mean, it's debatable whether you need to do it through the insulated tile or not. Sedimentary will do. And then we would need to set up a nectar coolant loop for this. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. The first thing to do is just produce the Plume Squashes and start feeding the Bammoths. They are laying more eggs. They are starting to get more eggs in here. We will start to have more phosphorite, and we will start to have more reed fiber. And instead of making warm coats, I think we just need to make Atmo Suits. So that was going to go in here. So let's put that station up here. Exosuit Forge. Again, we'll make everything out of gold because it has less heat capacity, so that's going to cause less issues. Lamp is just going to go here for now. We'll probably adjust this later. There you go. That'll do. And then let's make that. Bammoth eggs and stuff we will want to dump up here. There's no need for a chute. We will, or that we do need a chute. There's no need for a little gap. So I think what we'll do is, oh, the Bammoths can't climb at all. So how are we even going to get them in a drowner? I think what we need to do is we need to stack liquids on top of each other, maybe. That's gonna look weird. Because I think we still want to drown the Bammoths, the excess ones. So they'll come out here. They'll wander around here. If they wander through this door will shut. Oh, yeah, this is fine. And then I guess we'll just have a little pool of things over here. I actually want to take the wood tiles to replace all the rock. Because we need the rock for actually building things. Wood is a way more abundant building material than rock now. So any rock we're building should be replaced. Except for granite ladders. The ladders have the better decor than the wood in that case. The tiles should definitely be replaced. Okay, we built all of these. Let's continue to remove the plant boxes. There you go. We are dropping a load of polluted water in here. I think this problem will solve itself. You've been shaved. Where's the reed fiber? Show me. Have we still been making a load of coats? I think we probably have been. Yeah, there you go. We had one reed fiber in there. There you go, Mr. Bammoth. So the thing about these guys as well is they do actually produce heat. Unlike other critters, which just start off hot, possibly, and eventually equalize with their environment temperature, Bammoths do actually get hot. So they're kind of appreciating having a dip in the polluted water at the moment. Because if they get above 70 degrees, they'll become uncomfortable. And that's the critter temperature, not the ambient temperature. So if your environment is full of carbon dioxide, they can actually overheat themselves and make themselves uncomfortable. So we should eventually get rid of all this carbon dioxide. But as you can see, it's quite convenient for them to do the Bammoth patties in here. We'll put another pipe over here, just for now. Yeah, there's a lot of steam in here. Is that too much steam? I don't think it is. I wanted a vacuum lock in here so we didn't lose any of the heat. So I think I'm going to remove that tile and we'll let the steam come up here and melt this tallow as well. Tallow is quite conductive, so it seems pretty good for this purpose. I think I'll do this more often. That worked pretty well. So how many Plume Squash seeds do we have? 5. Well, that's not amazing. Okay, so this pipe is going a bit weird at the moment. We're just recirculating a lot of liquid. That's probably okay, actually. I don't think that's really an issue. But it's recirculating. I think we'll leave it like that. Why not? This ethanol is cooling down in the environment for now. I think we just hook this up, and then we just start growing them. And then let's see. So these conveyors. So this one here specifically. Now the issue with this is also grabbing some Phlox eggs in this tile. So we actually need to put a loader in here that's going to take the Plume Squashes out. We can put that anywhere. So that one can go here. And then that's just going to go over here. I think we've set up a rust machine as well at some point, because frankly, we're going to run out of metal ore. There's not a lot of metal on this map. So we want conveyor receptacle. What's going on? Scolding. Oh, you were probably scolding over here. That's fine. Yeah, so the steam will fill up here. Then we melt this. Then we can tile this to remove the gas afterward. That's fine. Now, I do want to have a look at this volcano and make sure it actually erupts properly. What else do we want to do? Oh, we've cut off access to this? No, we haven't. Still open that, that's fine. Just put a wire there, that's alright. I'm really glad we've broken the back of this save. It was... Stream 3 was challenging on my morale, but we got there. Right, we want conveyor receptacles here. This is what I normally do for these critter feeder ones. I have a receptacle with the stuff here, and then we load it into the feeders. So what we'll do is probably just do it like this. What do you make that out of? Iron ore? Okay, that's fine. And then that'll fill all those up. These will be set to priority 9. Yep, that's fine. Set these to priority 8 for now, just so the duplicates don't fill them instead of this one where the Bammoths actually are. These tiles, I don't really want to remove them because we've got random liquids in here. I don't want spilling. I will sweep this up, however. What have we got in here? Another bonbon tree seed. I'll keep taking these, for sure. We've got a bit more granite for doing that as well. How are the Phloxes? We've got an extra surplus guy in here. There is a guy, so we'll grab him. Apparently they were getting caught in the tiles when we were deconstructing them. I'm not sure I believe that. So we've got an extra guy in here as well. Yeah, still not really sure how this has been happening. I think just because stuff's been depowered. I think once we get consistent power, that should work again. Right, this should be set to priority 9 for sure. We need the reed fiber. So long as you're happy, that's the important thing. Okay, so these ethanol distillers are online. So we have 32 Phloxes here. Each of those is producing 60 kilograms per cycle, so they're producing 100 grams per second of wood, which leads us to 1,600 grams per second of ethanol. So we're going to use all of the wood from these guys to do ethanol for Plume Squashes. If possible, rename one of your dupes with my name. Yes. Hello, Sertal. Hope you're doing well. Do you have a preference, or can I just pick a random guy? We have a Lyra, we have a Mima, we have a Meep. You know what? You're going to be Meep. Here you go. You got a better deal than Grey Area, who I named the dead dupe after. There you go. You'll Meep the chef. Congratulations. Mima, you can have building. Hey, you can have building level 3 because you're mechatronics. Emil, you can have building level 2. Kathleen, you can have digging. I don't think I ever removed these guys' downtime. I was going to remove the downtime, but I think we'll keep it like that. What's broken? Oh, you've broken. Oh, wow, it's very hot over here. Okay. We need to do something about that. What? This whole area is just a hazard now. I guess it's gradually going to dissipate on the ice. This doesn't feel like a very good plan. Oh well. The pipe is still broken, but they're still doing the metal refinery? You know what? I'll allow it. That's hilarious. I mean, if it breaks, it's... So you're saying we don't need events? That's very funny. God, that's very convenient, actually. Wow. Remember me? I don't know, but I'm going to become an engineer. I do remember you, Sertor. I remember you. You're going to become an engineer for a few years in college. You won the college, and now I'm going to play ONI way more often, and of course watch your streams more often. Nice! No, that's really good news. Well done. Nails, you're going to get in trouble. You're not in that much trouble. But yes, you guys are generally risking it for a biscuit. No, that's really good news. Congratulations. When are we actually going to shear you? Oh, you're not finished. You've got 83% scales. It would be nice if there was a bit more of an indication when they're at 100% scale growth. To be honest. What about your marriage? What happened? She died. We're no longer married. No, I'm kidding. No, no, that happened in April. We're all good. We went to the Isle of Wight on honeymoon, and it was lovely. So we've been married for several months now. Nothing has really changed because we've already been together for like 12 years at this point. We're not around for long. I want to know what's happening. At the moment, so Isle of Wight honeymoon was really good. We're going to her brother's wedding in Portugal next month. So the last week of September, I'm not going to be around. We're going to be in Portugal, sadly. No, it should be a lot of fun. Then after that, the next big plan, we're going to do a huge holiday to Australia and New Zealand, where we see my extended family on the other side of the globe. That is very much the plan. Good to see we're making a large amount of plastic now. I'm going to keep doing this ladder all the way down. Maybe not all the way down here. How's the pipe looking as well? Pipe's looking pretty good. This one is actually... It's almost ready. It's not quite ready. We've done that thing again where we priority 9 everything. Right, I think the mechatronics over here can wait. Leave that there. Yes, I'm very excited. These are set to priority 9. Let's set these to priority 9 as well. I do need to decide on an actual proper place to put these. I mean, at the moment it's right outside the base. The wood could definitely go on a conveyor line. I think we will have the ethanol distillers out here. So I'm going to put down a... Oh my god, let me just select this game. I'm going to put a conveyor line for wood as well. And then we'll start fiddling around with that. So where are we actually going to dump this? I think for now, we'll do an auto sweeper over here. You know what? We'll put it here. That seems acceptable. And then the conveyor receptacle will go here. And then that's just going to go over here. And that one's going to be for wood. We're going to have... That's going to be coming from the floxes constantly. We're also going to need one over here. The issue is we haven't really got room over here.
Thanks for the raid!
Hello, Tholan. Tholan 1000, welcome back. How are you doing? What have you been up to today? Have you been playing what, ONI? Welcome, welcome. Oh, I forgot to give you a shout out, Trouble Queen. I'm gonna give you a shout out, Trouble Queen. I need to keep doing that with regulars, but here you go. Congratulations, double raid. Hope you're doing well. We are trying to get our Plume Squash production online, and I think we're gonna do all right. All right, here's what we're doing. We are gonna put a auto sweeper over here. If we put it in the middle, it's not actually going to be able to reach anything. But we can move this down one tile. This is becoming very jank. Yes, congratulations, you got a shout out. Yeah, so we're going to need to adjust this. Feels bad. We are also going to need to get all the dirt out here at some point, but I don't even want to think about that yet. Right, pipe. Ethanol is moving on over. That's fine. So at the moment, it's mostly... It's not emptying from this as quickly as I'd like, because it's not actually getting out of here. I think I need to cut this off. And then it's not going anywhere. Why? Because that bridge is going here and that's blocked. I think what I need to do... There's some real shenanigans going on here. We'll continue figuring it out. Going to need a thorough remix. That's going to need to come down here. That's going to need to come down there. Let's connect this. Move that. Anyone need some healing? Nails, you can get healed. That's fine. Right, so auto sweeper goes here. Then that can actually connect to both of these. And then the conveyor receptacle will go up here. And we also have room for a loader, so that's actually pretty good. So that's fine. And then that will go over here, I guess. And now we're very much out of metal, so that's fun. Wire can go there. Move this one. That wire needs to come here as well. What else is the plan? We don't have an advanced research guy. What happened to the game? It feels completely different except duplicates suffocating themselves. Oh, they released the DLC. They released the Frosty Planet Pack DLC, so we're currently playing on the Blasted Ceres asteroid, where you start in a super cold biome surrounded by snow, like a reverse oasis. And then it's surrounded by cold biomes, including ones with new critters and whatnot. Like, we've got all these trees up here. We've got a load of spigot seals running around. We've got a load of mercury that will liquefy at normal temperatures. And we're trying to survive. There is also something special at the bottom of the map, but we haven't got down there yet. Yeah, minus 60, yeah. It gets colder. It's like minus 80 down here. And the duplicates get frostbite now from super low temperatures, so you do actually need to think about that. Good to see the actual fertilized pike apples doing well. Is the map rotated 90 degrees? No, it just starts with a load of annoying snow. This is a special seed. It's not the normal map, it's a lab seed. Turn on the oil, let's heat this place up. We've got an ethanol generator over here. We have been heating stuff up over here. Generally, we've got to try and keep this stuff at least a little bit cool. The issue is, all the ethanol is hot. So we need to actually put some cooling in here because these plants need to get cooled. Getting oil is an adventure. So we figured out when the seals die, they produce a lump of tallow. Tallow melts into crude oil. And we actually use that to make a liquid lock for a volcano over here. Although this water does not seem to be conducting any temperature with this steam. It doesn't seem like the volcano's actually been erupting. Maybe there's too much steam in here. We've got to investigate this. Nice, slaughter that wildlife. They've been dying very naturally. They're not super long-lived on their own. Right, let's investigate this, because I need to make sure this is still erupting. We do not want to run out of metal. You are still erupting. No, no you're not. Okay, that's not good. You're trying. You're not getting anywhere. Right. How are we going to let that steam out safely? I don't think we are. We're just going to let it out here. Sorry. We'll rebuild this in a minute. Very safely, I'm sure. Thank you, Amari. Right, so now you're going to immediately rebuild this because you haven't received a new errand yet, right? No? After all that effort we put dumping the water in here, Frankie is now scolding. Okay. You're just going to have to put up with this. Sorry. Okay, Frankie, you can get healed. We still need to actually get more reed fiber from these guys. We have enough for an Atmo suit. So we will get started on that in a minute. Alright, that's probably enough steam removed now. Frankie, you picked a poor place to go and do this. You're en route to the thing, but you're not going to make it. I don't think. Maybe he's going to try. Okay, Frankie does survive. It's going to be alright. This steam is not going to... The steam is not going to dissipate anytime soon. I guess it's dissipating over here. Whatever. We want this water to pour down here. I don't think it is going to pour down here. Let's just not look at that anymore. Right. So this one we're going to set to wood. If I can actually select it. So organic wood. And then that is going to automatically go in here. The temperature has increased in here. Is this actually insulated? It is. Okay, we can start growing plume squashes in here then. So, I guess we'll just start doing that here for now. How much plume squash do we have? Not a lot. It's alright, we'll get it multiplied up. We've got some proper farmers now, so seed multiplying should be pretty quick. Frankie, you're doing alright. I believe in you. Deodorizer is flooded. That's interesting. We've got a load of water over here. I think this is still working. You know what? I'll allow it. Long commutes. What's going on with long commutes? Construction supply, generate power again. That's good. Right, this liquid. So this needs to go in here. This does not need to be yellow alert. And then this is stuff that's going to get recirculated. So I think we just stick this on like this, and then right. And then that should recirculate all the liquid just fine. And then we have a nice buffer. This makes a lot of sense. Joya seeds. I like Joya seeds. In fact, that was the plan over here, wasn't it? Yes. Joya seed. They go down to 0 degrees C. This is about 0 degrees C. You should be alright. How's the plastic going? A little bit more, that's good. Okay, keep going with that. We've got the... So this is for plume squashes. So that will be specifically here. This one is for... What's this one for? All edibles. Turn off plume squashes. We have room for a few more loaders in here as well. Should be fine. How are they doing? God, these plants take so long to grow. They're so sluggish. They're doing alright. Temperature, they're a little on the warm side. That's alright. So, let's see. So, they priority 9 this exosuit stuff. We do need priority 9 all of this. That could be priority 8. Actually, that's the wood delivery line. That probably should be priority 9. Yeah, that's alright. Drywall is also priority 8. Did that wait? I don't know. I think we'll just let them get on with it for now. How are you doing? You're over full. It's fine. We have a large number of floxes. We can bear the occasional one without issues. Let's see, what skills we got? Ooh, lots. Let's see, probably more tidying. Let's give everyone more tidying. Once we've given them the more useful skills. Morale is doing okay. A deep fryer would be a good idea, because we're getting a lot of random tallow around. But at the moment, I mostly want to use it for... I mostly just want to use it for oil. Because having a heat-resistant liquid seems like a very good idea. Right. You'll erupt again in a minute. There should be a small enough amount of steam in here now that you should be fine. I guess we'll investigate. Masks are doing okay. We did turn this one off. I think we could probably just do an extra pump over here now, to be honest. So let's actually just put that here. We can reach all of this. So that is going to go like that, and the automation is going to do the exact same thing. So you guys can build that immediately, so please do. And yes, I know that means you're going to dig out a load of snow. That's... Rowan is just like, I'm getting out of here. That's hilarious. You tried your best, Catalina. Catalina is losing motivation. Okay, there you go. What else we got? We were going to drywall this at some point. We'll let them keep going with the drywall. It's a lot of rock for the drywall. We shouldn't really be doing it, but whatever. Sometimes you just got to do stuff because you like it. We have 1,245 pike apple seeds, 1,741 alvea vera seeds. That's very funny. We also have 2 Weezewort seeds. So there's more stuff over here as well. Why can't we actually reach this? There's some kind of accessories. Yeah, because you still need to build this ladder. Yeah, once you build that, we can actually go down here and start exploring this. There's actually more Bammoths. We do want to grab them. I'm confident we can keep them alive now. We are producing a bit more food, and we have a decent amount of ethanol stored up. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about this situation. It just doesn't seem like you're very quick on the... Looks like you're doing a lot of deliveries for this. I think we can put this on priority 1 now. We have a lot of phosphorite in here. Anyone else require healing? No, it's just Frankie. It's very sad. We're doing the data research. That's very nice. The duality of man. So evil sloth, that's a lot of radiation in that room. It is. Being sparkle sparkle. Thankfully, it's mostly safe for the duplicants, even if they're running through this area. There's not too much radiation down here, it's just up here. Yeah, you're doing alright on this front now. I just feel like they're not very quick on the building front. What's up with these? Oh, the plant's too hot. Why is the plant too hot? One plant in the end might give you some weird seeds. Maybe. Well, that's not ideal. I think if the plant is too hot, I'm just going to turn this off. Maybe that's going to help it cool down a bit more. Because this is still some free light, even if it's no temperature. The lamps do generate a fair bit of heat. Not a huge amount, but enough. Right, should I go around and give everyone more building priority again? I think I will, because we've got quite a few actual good builders now. So everyone can have a little bit of it. I think, if you've got at least a little bit of building skill. Maybe that will help, we'll see. Who's scolding? Who is scolding? Joshua. You're grabbing more copper, that's fair enough. You still scolding? No. You're carrying a very hot lump of metal. Trying to boil everything as you go. You actually gonna build this? No, not yet. Where are you actually bringing that? Are you just bringing that into the base? You are. That might be what's heating things up. Yeah, I just feel like they're not actually doing that much building. In the mechatronics, I can kind of understand. The rest of the stuff I'm more concerned about. It is on their list. Well, Frankie's still healing. Did you build all this? You did build all this. That's good. You do need another wire over here. Still going to grab all the metal, that's okay. Do enjoy metal occasionally. Yeah, this liquid's too little to actually conduct temperature, so we're never going to get rid of this water. It's odd. It's very odd. Well, in that case, we could probably just leave this here. Then we don't even have to worry about this. So I guess we just remove that and remove this. Then that whole area becomes off limits, so you'll want to put a ladder here. So yeah, this storage bin, this is where we're putting all the refined metal. Oh my god, look, we just have a 750 degrees C lump of copper in here. No wonder it's heating up. I think we set this to priority 1. We've been giving people too many sweep errands. Alright, oxalite is getting dumped. Yeah. What is the air pressure like in general? Air pressure is generally very good. We have 740 kilograms of oxalite, and that's just getting stored up here. It is gradually emitting. Okay, that's good. Ice is occasionally getting picked up down here as well, and dropped up in these things. That's good. idle? What? Who's idle? We need more suit dogs. Guys actually don't seem to have enough errands over here. Because all of the errands require people coming out of here. Also, looks like we've actually got some steam forming here. That's quite funny. Well, I guess we eventually do have to get through the snow, don't we? So if you really feel like it, you can start digging the snow. I know you guys like digging. You eventually have to get rid of it. Yeah, it really feels like you're not doing any of the building tasks. Even though we have Nails as a dedicated builder. So what is Nails currently doing? Okay. It is your task to build conveyor rail. Everyone else just have other things to do. I guess Layra is doing a lot of operating. Nisbet, you're ranching. You should be ranching as well. I've just noticed that. You're primarily a builder, Frankie, but you're... Oh, you're healing up. That makes sense. Amari, you're primarily a builder. You don't have any. Nicola doesn't have any skill. Abe is primarily a builder. So, people should be building stuff. So let's have a look over here then. What's Amari up to? Oh my god. Why does the list do this? Thank you very much for follow faulty entry. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends their regards. This list is still broken. Repair? We're still repairing all of these? You should not be. Is that really what you've been wasting all your time on? Why aren't we getting... Why are we getting polluted oxygen over here? There's a lot of polluted oxygen here now. Polluted water? Oh, you haven't been dumping this, have you? Yeah, we did move our storage for this, so that's fair enough. I think we actually need to put a filter on this then. Or just some deodorizers. I guess just more deodorizers. So remove that. Put this here. It's so annoying they've been repairing these instead of actually doing anything. I bet that's been wasting a lot of metal as well. Oh, damn it. Right. If we do it like this, you shouldn't really have any excuse. And then that way I can just go like this. Yeah, these have just been getting hammered. I know I could put a filter on this, so I don't want to bother with a filter. I just want to deodorize the polluted oxygen, because it's the only issue up here. We want the clay anyways. Right, so polluted water goes back in here. That should be Friday night. A little bit of stank. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have a load of polluted dirt from the ethanol distillers. We know that. But that's all coming out in a CO2 area, so it shouldn't actually be off-gassing. This all just appears to be off-gassing from... Oh, it's all this polluted dirt. I see. For all the outhouses. Oh, that's so much polluted dirt. We have got to get that sublimation station up. That is so annoying. Okay, hold on, look. The wood. The wood is being delivered. That's convenient. Hooray. They're going to be self-powered in no time. How are the Plume Squashes doing? Are they being delivered as well? Probably not yet, because that conveyor line isn't done. I put that in a sublimated and a bunch of air purifiers above, and I make the clay to make a good ceramic. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. But because we've got so many sources of polluted dirt on this asteroid, we're going to send them somewhere, and then we're going to build our sublimation station complex, probably next to one of these. You've actually just got the copper hanging around. That's very funny. Catalina is scolding. The water is literally boiling in her presence. Yeah, we did say we were going to deal with this at some point, didn't we? Have you actually been digging all this? You have been digging all this. Interesting. Yeah, because I want to start seeing what geysers are over here, and I know that's going to take you an absolute age. But if you're idle, that's alright. You're idle because we have a lack of suits. Is it bad I actually just want to take the rock? Just straight up, because we're lacking rock? I think we do. Drywalls are looking more populated. Tree is still too hot, but it does appear to be cooling down a little bit. This CO2 is going to explode. Kind of already is. I think we just dig a little pathway over here, and then we can actually just investigate what's going on. And we probably dig every other tile over here, just to make sure we've actually got somewhere for all of the CO2 to go, because I don't want that filling up the base again. We've already had fun with that. By fun, I mean it's been a right pain. Well, you're trying to build it. Our automation over here has gone absolutely brilliantly. We've actually got some liquid petroleum in here. Great. No sour gas. Right? No sour gas yet. That's good. I don't mind a little bit of petroleum. Steam explosion. This needs to be done immediately. we got shenanigans. We got a breach. I'll allow it. Yeah. You need to actually do that, because this is going to be a real hazard now. Who are we going to heal up? At least you are grabbing all the material. This is broken. That's struck job then. Yeah, there's just a big cloud of polluted oxygen over there now, so we do actually need to fix that. You are in process for building this. The conveyor receptacle's done. That's nice. We need a wire over here as well. Research is done. Okay, so that's the conveyor rail thermosensor. That's good. So now we can actually get this working, so we can stop killing everyone. so that can go in there. We did want this to be exosuit friendly. We still haven't made this yet, but it's currently being made. So I'll let them crack on with that. You guys are determined to actually just grab the gold rather than actually active. There you go, Catalina. You're getting the right idea, but you're clapping instead of building, which is a bad idea. Catalina, you can go heal. Ooh, we scalded a few dupes. Right, okay, so... Ari and Joshua. You can go as well. I think you may be in trouble. In fact, you actually don't have any air in your mask. Well, that's not good either. Well, you're not dead. But you will get incapacitated here, surely. Okay. Can I just yellow alert, get you guys to dig this out now? I don't think there's any good reason for restricting people now. We know this is Atmo Suit territory. Yeah, turn around and start digging that, because Ari, if you go that way, you're going to die. Catalina, I'm a bit panicked about you as well. Oh, okay, you're just breathing in all the polluted fumes as well. What are you up to? You're grabbing more gold. Okay. Yeah, the quicker you do this, the quicker you stop dying. This list is way too long. So we need to get rid of Alveovira seeds. Bleach stone we don't care about. Clay I don't think we really care about. Phlox fawn eggs we don't care about. Nosh beans we don't really care about. Then let's add the suits. We have loads of extra oxygen masks, it's fine. We haven't put exosuits here yet. It's fine. Yeah, you're running now as well, that's good. We don't seem to be filling these tanks up. Why not? I think I need a pipe here. There we go. You'll start filling these tanks up now as well. So you're going to stop backing up. Right, so now you can exit this way. Ari, you're definitely going to die. But Ari, you're, yeah, you are there. You should have more sense than this. There you go. You have a little bit more access. Oh, Catalina can't make it out of here. Oh, look, they can't make it out of here because they're not getting enough breath and their masks are out. Yeah, they're too slow to make the journey. Oh dear. Are they just stuck in a loop doing this then? Yeah, they are. Well... Oh, I need a ladder up here then. If I make you walk all this way, maybe you're gonna die. You still need to actually breathe. You're too slow. You're actually too slow to get to oxygen. That's hilarious. Oh, you can make it over here now? Okay, maybe you're right. So you do still need to go over here. Oh god, we killed Catalina? Possible. I think you just need to get back in here. No! No blue oxygen! That's bad! Catalina, you were a good builder. Boo! Okay. Well, we do have a spot for a second grave, so there you go. So the scolding. So the issue was they couldn't actually get out of this area because there wasn't enough oxygen because the CO2 was blocking it here. And that's a problem we haven't had in a while. I should have just let them come back this way. That was entirely my fault. Can we even reload that? I think I'm tempted to reload that. I know it's my fault. There's no rules saying I can't reload it. The question is... Oh, they've changed this screen. Interesting. The question is it too late on this autosave? Do we have to go back another day? We will reload it. We'll reload it for Catalina. There's no rules saying we're not allowed to reload in this run. We're just trying to have a normal run. Don't murder me. Right, so if we look at this, Catalina's already dead. Okay, well let's reload to cycle 160 then. Because I don't think there was too much going on. We're not killing any more dupes. That was entirely my fault. Yeah, I literally murdered her by telling her not to go back to the oxygen. I gave her the wrong route. We just need to let the dupes get on with it. So I think we just speed it up. You're still rummaging around in here. We're still waiting for the tech now. That's fine. I think we do still dig out of here. Just in general. Oh, you remember the Wolverine X Deadpool bit? Yeah, I remember that. That was, yeah, the bit with Nice Pool. Yeah. That's literally what we've just done. You're very true. Right, so... Catalina, Joshua, you're gonna go here. We'll let you continue wandering around for now. Did we actually do anything else? There was all this stuff over here that's still working away. No, I think we're fine. I think we can speed through it for a little bit. You're broken. Okay, we'll remove you. That should be a fairly quick fix. The tank loop. Yes, you're right. That is something we need to redo. Hope you're having a good day, Snooky X. Oh, we did get the easy living achievement. That's nice. Building on Ashcan, building on Lyra, building on Quinn. If I collect 6,000 points, will you name it another fish, or will you just will you buy another fish, or will I just name your current fish? It will just name my current fish. We have plenty of new fish in here. We have loads of Hillstream loaches. And I'm not sure that if you name a Hillstream loach, I can guarantee that I can actually remember what it's going to do. I think all we need to do with this was plug it in here. There you go. And then we can remove that. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So, there is one bristlenose pleco that is yet to be named. The first one with the smaller bristles is named Squilliam. You can also name the platies. The only thing I would say is the platies are getting a bit old. And the zebradanios as well. So I probably wouldn't recommend renaming them. But the loaches, definitely. Trying to sleep, you have insomnia. It's 10:30 over there. 9:30 for me. We had a bit of a late start because I was looking at the new Overwatch update. Apologies. Right, suppress notification on that. That's fine. Should not be repairing this under any circumstances. It's got to reach my food. What are you talking about, Willis? Oh. Oh, we need to put this back. We need to do that immediately. Can't. It's possible. Oh, look, he's eating the plume squash. Good. Good job. We got 4 more seeds. The more seeds we plant, the better. And then we can move these out of here and put another building. Like another clothes station, maybe. Or maybe the artifact analysis station. That'd be a good point for that. So everything in this room is going to get loaded out here. We are really running out of metal now. Let's just double check where there's more metal. Oh, there's a load of metal over here. Oh, that's fine. We'll just dig that out then. And then that can also be dug out pretty easily. Same with that. Then probably just this. In fact, maybe if you just dig all the way down here. Yeah, that's probably fine. And there's a load more down here as well. Whatever, go on a bit of an explore. Deliver a mask. Disable auto repair on this. Alright, so these are actually working. We need to plug this in. I think we forgot to... Yeah, we forgot to redo that. That's fine. We'll go back to speed 2 now. So the duplicates are more time efficient. This, I believe... Okay, so you need to be priority 9. You're not going to do anything if you're not filled with sand. Do you recommend a cat for insomnia? They just put you to sleep and you're gone in like 5 minutes. Nice, nice. So having the broken pipe is pretty good in this specific circumstance. You like to see it. Who's ended up not doing the research? Trying to grab the databanks or something. Also, we do actually need to put the liquid pipe on this. And we haven't researched the radiant pipe. Is that going to be relevant? Dunno. Let's just make it out of obsidian for now. Then that can go in here. This can all be priority 1 because we still need to wait until we've actually got the... We still need to wait until we've actually got the exosuit. Okay, we can actually make one. We've got copper. Let's make them all out of copper. Let's make like 10 of them. And then we're going to replace all of the ones over there. How much reed fiber do they need? They need 2 each. Okay. We could work with that. You see 4 different research colors? Yeah, so you got radiation, you got the databanks from space, and you've got the dirt and water researchers. Hooray! Suits! Suits. More suits. What's the thumbnail going to be today? Our first exosuit. Now, the issue is, there is going to be a brief period where we need to transition this from exosuits, Atmo Suits to exosuits. Or we put the exosuit over here. Maybe we just do that. So here's what we do. Okay. So what we do is we make this the exosuit area. We just do a little checkpoint through here. And then this can be accessed only through exosuit. And close the rest of this off. So what we'll do is we'll just block this off with a tile. Just block this off with a tile. And then they can get back. Okay, that's good. So this digging should be priority 9. The only thing is... They're going to come through here with a mask on, and they're not going to trade the mask out for a suit. So I think we actually need to put a mask dock here as well. So they take the mask off, and then they put the suit on. I don't think I've ever done that. Cats are awesome at ADHD, and a cat will make you so busy you'll be able to think about anything else. Nice. What's going on here? Why aren't you building this? It's just low on the list. Fair enough. We have a very busy job that keeps you busy during the day, and your guinea pigs are scared to hell from cats. Oh, I love guinea pigs. It's so cute. I don't really like the smell, though. Food has decreased significantly. Interesting. You have been fertilizing all of these. It just is less food at the moment, because we're not growing the Plume Squashes and we're not getting the extra Bammoths. Body temperature low? What does that mean? Oh, you're too cold? What? Oh, because you've been sat in the polluted water. Oh, that's actually really bad. Okay. Sweep it up then. I guess we gotta sweep up all this brine as well. That's annoying. Here you go then. You gonna heat back up then? I guess it takes you a while. Oh my god, it takes you a while. So, it actually says down here, the Bammoth itself produces 1.3 kDTUs each of heat. That's good to know. It's going to take him a long time to heat up again. So he's just not going to be... Oh, he's got -1 happiness? So he's not going to lay any eggs because he's glum. You're satisfied. It'll produce its default amount of material. Okay, you're glum, so your metabolism is less. That's because you haven't been groomed. But you're still not actually laying more eggs. That's interesting. I mean, it's actually not very good for us. It's really not very good for us because we need those eggs. I don't think there's any really convenient way of heating you up. Apart from maybe building a massive copper temp shift plate. Is that actually going to help, though? I mean, we've still got a load of hot copper in here, right? Let's try it. We spent all... Okay, here's all the copper. Let's try it. We're not getting a cat. Actually, I think we're possibly getting a cat at some point. Not super high on the list, but it's a possibility. Anyone else need healing? Abe. Well, Abe is currently doing the task. So I'm going to say no to that. Oh wow, you're still scolding? I'm not very convinced about this, to be honest. So, yeah, you're full of 900 degrees copper. So that should heat up the area a little bit, but there's still not going to be a lot of actual heat exchange with the environment. The issue was, they were exchanging a load of heat with the liquids. Rowan's trying his best. It's taking some time. Wow, look how quickly that cooled down. That did nothing. God damn. Okay, never mind. Well, it did heat the area, if we look at the relative map mode. But it's not actually conducting the heat to the guy. So what? We need to put a load of hot water on them? We don't have any hot water. That has really actually screwed us over. We have 44 bonbon tree seeds? Where? There's no way we've dug up 44 bonbon tree. No, this is really bad, because now we, how are we going to get a liquid in there that's hot enough? I guess we can just wait a little bit, but this is really going to slow things down on the Bammoths. No, the issue isn't the amount of heat. The issue is conducting it into the Bammoths. So A, we need to heat up the environment, and B, after that point, we need to get the actual Bammoths heated. I mean, this liquid... Do I just bring them over to the volcano? Is that what we do? I think that's what we have to do. We have to literally deliver them to the volcano to heat them up. Right, okay, so let's be very thoughtful about this. So... will this work? Not yellow alert. Dock. Atmo Suit checkpoint. Atmo Suit. Heat it up in a smelter and then pour it on the Bammoths. I think I would prefer to just... because they won't get cold enough again in this area unless some more liquid goes down here. The issue was the liquid spilled. I think if we move the Bammoths to a hot liquid and then move them back, it'll be alright. Right, so we need a wire here as well. That needs to go here, I guess. And then the pipe needs to go here. That pipe was going through here, but now it can just go here. I don't think you should be making pipe out of metal. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Make it out of some mafic rock. That'll do. Because if we relocate them in here, that should actually be fine. Because they can stand in the warm liquid. But obviously if they get too warm, they're going to die. But we absolutely need to do this first. I'm hoping it will work like this. And... right, yeah, because at the moment you've just been dumping all your masks on the floor. What's going on now? You actually managed to escape the base? No. Oh, the brain machine! We found the brain machine. That's good. We should actually do that. Yeah, why aren't they wearing masks? That's odd. The arrow's the wrong way. I know that arrow's the wrong way. Oh, have they literally just taken them all off over here? I think they... oh, they have. They've literally done that. Well, there is still some oxygen over here at the moment, so that's fine. But we do need this doing immediately. Catalina, it doesn't look very immediate to me. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Catalina, you're just determined to suffocate today, aren't you? Right. So So now, we need to deliver a suit, make this vacancy only. And then we need to redeliver all the suits over here. So deliver these. We just need to do this temporarily while we swap everything over. Now you need to re-enable this. Abe, Catalina, and Mimar, you can get healed up. It was 12 PM. Gonna head to bed. Good luck with the Bammoths. Thank you very much. Enjoy your bed. Door is entombed. Arrow is still the wrong way. So I want them to take the mask off and put the dock on. But I don't think it is the wrong way. Because how else are they going to actually remove the mask? If we put it here, that's going to say, okay, put the mask on and then you can go this way. I'll investigate. Right, so now you don't have... I guess it does have to be the other way. Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I'm just not sure I believe it's going to work the way I want it to. We'll give it a try. Set mask dock to leave empty. Oh, so set it to clearance always. Okay, so now if we set it to clearance always, now you can go through it. Now you go through it as well. Okay, all right. So cancel. I don't know. Cancel request on that. So Rowan is on the way. Someone was on the way. I don't normally mix suits up like this. But we don't really have a choice. Because otherwise, if I remove all of these, they're just going to go suffocate in a hole somewhere. Right, okay, so now you're idle. Because you took off your mask. So... So we need to disable bits. Give it less time than you expected, yeah. So make this vacancy. If you go through here, will you equip the mask? No, you won't. You won't even equip the suit. Okay, that's not working then. Right. Oh, okay. Now you can go back. So deconstruct this, flip it around. I mean, I feel like this kind of makes sense, but not really. So let's put this over here. See if that works. Because if we put it just this way, it's not going to work, because it's not going to recognize the checkpoint as part of the design. I guess at least they're still building everything else in the meantime. Would hope so. Ooh, this tree's growing again. Good. What temperature are you down to now? Okay, let's hook that up again then. I suggest raising the mask checkpoint one time relative to the dock to discourage idle docking. Raising the mask checkpoint 1 tile relative to the dock. So this one. Yes, okay. So we'll just put a wood tile here. We'll put the dock. There you go. So that's all priority 9 now. You had it on the correct side earlier. So it does have to be on the other side, really. So this is actually going to work. I feel like that's not going to do anything, but we'll test it out, for sure. Right side facing right. But we did that earlier, and it broke immediately. Let's try it again. I'm perfectly willing to be back seated on this one. You can do this as well. There you go. What is overloading this circuit even? Wow, we really are drawing that much power. Why? What is even drawing that much power? Oh, all the ethanol distillers. Okay. Oh, I see. The dude idled there because the dock wasn't working yet. Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. Okay, you finally got the thermosensor done. That took a bit longer than I thought it would. It's alright. So that wire goes in there, and then we can actually get this finished. You seem to have sorted yourself out. That is good. Right, you're building the pipe, so that means we're now actually going to get oxygen out here. That's good. And this is all clean now because all the deodorizers are working. That's what I like to see as well. So I guess we don't really need this here. But we'll leave it there just in case we need to shuffle this around again. Good job, Quinn. Now people can go around this way. Whoa, we're really low on food now. Like, really low. Oh, because you haven't been fertilizing these. I think we need to just put more pike apples down then. We'll make another farm up here for now. You guys can do this quickly, right? I can just go over here. But how many tiles is this? I think we could just remove those and block off another set. But yeah, we don't want to starve. That would be silly. Right, so make that priority 8. And then you can dig all of this stuff as well. And then for now, we'll just put the wood tiles here so that it forms an actual farm. There you go. Okay. Right. So now let's see this work. So I want you. So undock suit. And do we set this to vacancy again? Let's try this. So you can now go through here. Let's give this a try. Yeah. Oh, so now it's charging up. Okay, alright, that works. And then you go back through here, and then you put the mask back on. Hooray! Okay, so the only issue with this was that the pipe wasn't full of oxygen. Okay. Hooray, we succeeded. Right, so now that means we can make this all priority 9 again. And that also means we can actually dump the Bammoths in here, which I think is very funny, because we need to heat them up. We're going to do it one at a time. In fact, actually, you know what? Cancel this. We'll do all the other stuff first. Now, the other issue with this is we need to increase the number of docks. For sure. So... yeah, look, Amari's going. So we actually need to put more things in here. So let's expand the pipe. We'll go all the way to the end of the abyssal light. The reason I suggested offsetting the checkpoint is dupes don't see offset checkpoint as a valid target for docking when idle, but they'll use it when they go by. Good. So we'll put some more docks in, and then we can get people working this fast. Look! Amari's working so fast. Unbelievable. Absolute legend. God, this has been a long time coming. The steam is starting to get very hot, though. So we do need to do this immediately. But Amari is having a good time. Building's broken. Conductive wires. So all of this is turned off at the moment. Not exactly what I wanted. Here you go. We definitely need to hook up some transformers. This is too much ethanol at once. Right. Let's set constructions back to priority 8. The quicker you do all this, the better. So if we drop the metal in here, that's not going to boil this nectar at any point, so we should be fine on that front. And you've got the gold here as well. You're actually grabbing the gold from the volcano to build it, so that's actually very good. Nicola is having an absolute zip moment. So eventually this oxygen will stop backing up here and they'll be able to get out again. Yeah, but we have the brain machine. We can actually get in here and there's also some metal, so we should grab that. And then probably just come out here. Another plume squash seed. Another lumen quartz as well. So let's actually go here. Then we can dig through here. Like this. And keep exploring. We should have done probably a while ago. Would this have made our lives easier? Maybe. Probably not yet. Probably still a bit soon. Plant more of these. Just for now. Right, deliver... oh, wait, no, don't deliver. Now, what's actually quicker? Is it quicker to get them to build more docks? I mean, we will need to do this so they can actually do the copper volcano. Or is it quicker to just get them to build all of this here for now? Because that shouldn't take too long. Even if it is just one dude. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it will take a while. They've got quite a roundabout way to go. They're trying their best. You can just put all this gold over here as well. That's fine. It's actually very satisfying just watching Nails working away on the volcano. Potential possible thumbnail candidate. Also, my camera is really screwed up tonight. What is up with the color balance? Let me just adjust that quick. They're not actually going to let me adjust it. That's very funny. Oh well. It is what it is. You're entombed with ice. That's very funny. Right, stave off starvation just a little bit longer. So this conveyor is full of wood. This conveyor is going to be full of plume squash, but not yet. These are too hot now, really. Yeah, I guess the ethanol is too hot. I'll keep an eye on it. Seems like they're doing okay. Could be worse. Lime? I'll take some lime. Yeah, I think we get you to build all this first. So this is going to be set to refined metal specifically. There you go. Oh, it's full of sour gas now at the bottom. There's a little bit of oil. If we just dump the Bammoth in the crude oil, that's probably going to conduct heat quickly enough. Right, you've got no docks available. So we need to put this here, and then we can remove... Then we can remove the other bit. We need the wire as well. And then we've got 3 tiles here, so we can put a third dock and then a third mask dock. So that we can have 3 duplicates in here at a time. Don't think this is the most efficient way of doing things, but it's what we've ended up doing. Caution against letting the 2 types of docks touch. Yeah, we're not going to. There'll be a 1-tile gap in the middle. I was thinking the same thing. And then we've still got loads of docks, mass docks available for just grabbing stuff. There are a lot of these nectar trees. Like, you'll find more nectar trees than you would find arbor trees on a map. Oh, look, another lumen quartz. Excellent, another Bammoth. Okay, right, let's wrangle the Bammoth. Wrangle the Bammoth, and we'll also start digging up the Plume Squashes. We found a salt biome. We found George. That's George over here. I'll have to get George online. We found a cool salt slush geyser. Okay, that's actually our first water source. That's very funny. It's a very funny game. Alright, we'll probably dine this. Look at long commutes. Oh, look! Commute time seems to actually be down. It's nice. Anyone else need healing? No, not really. It's a good sign. The wires overloading is not a good sign. Duplicant's actually getting around to repairing stuff. How cringe. Digging for Frankie. Building for Jean. Supplying for Nisbet. Digging for Sertor. Okay. Good. Ah, so now I see the issue. So now they're idling over here because there's no dock here. There you go. That went all right, I guess. Can I just yellow alert this? Because I'm going to be really annoyed. Do you just not have access to this at the moment? Not, so we do have to remove this. Let's do that. What are you generally aiming for in terms of skill distribution for your dupes? Usually, I like to give them all their interests, and I like to give them all building and digging. And apart from that, I usually like to give them supplying for the carrying capacity as well. And then other points we grab them when we have more morale. People are getting a little bit stressed now, so probably time to stop just randomly giving people skill points. Got top tier drums now. Yep, makes sense. That's why they're getting stressed, is because they're leaving the suits. Oh, and now it's exploding into oxygen. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that does tend to happen. The carrying skills are definitely worth having in all dupes. Yeah, exactly. Right, so this needs to go here. I'm going to make that yellow alert as well. No checkpoint. Okay. This. Scotch mist. Suspicious things are happening again. So we need to deliver a mask here. The order of construction matters when doing the offset docks. Right. Well, they do always have stuff to do, so I'm not super mad, but I would prefer you to actually get this done sooner rather than later. We are at least filling this tank full of ethanol. You're all too hot now. Okay, that's not good. Definitely too hot now. Yeah. Did we grab the Bammoth? Not yet. We restrict access over here again by accident. Oh, we need to get rid of all this. Yeah, get rid of all that, please. Then, oh yeah, okay. Fair enough. I think he will complain about the checkpoint if it's not the last thing being built. Okay. We'll remove that then. Deliver a suit here. Oh, yeah. Yep. We've let one loose. I think that is acceptable for now. Stations. Put a checkpoint here. Go alert that. Deliver it. There you go. Have fun. Good job, Catalina. Right, and then deliver here, deliver here. I don't think we'll have extra suits at the moment. We can add those to the list now. So, Atmo suit goes here. We have 5 Atmo suits. We've done it. We've been making Atmo suits. Good to see. Still going in here with masks at the moment. I guess you'll cope. Camille is on the way to do this now. You need to heal anyone? Not yet. Suit switching stations are always a bit temperamental. Yeah. I think this is literally the first time we've done a suit switching terminal like this. We need to priority 9 whatever this dig is. We need Mr. Bammoth. Also, it looks like there's a vacillator over here. We can grab that at some point. Right, you need a priority 1 this. Oh no, you're all done. Okay. Okay, this seems like it's going to work now. So this needs to be set to vacancy. And now that means... So can you actually... Oh look, we're actually getting the steam turbine working. Interesting. Oh, that's good. I think now we need to actually... Oh. Priority 9 this. I mean, no errands. Okay, it looks like we're starting to deal with the heat from this, which is good. Right, there you go. Right, cancel request. Undock suit. Undock suit. There's no one left in this closed area with the volcano. So now this should be fine. Who is starving? Oh, Lindsay, you're on a yellow alert. That's very funny. Right, okay. Now I think this is working. Good. Right. We're in. So we can get this finished off. And then we can actually start building all the stuff in here as well. But let's get this volcano finished first, and then we can do something similar up here. We've just got a load of ethanol gas. This is fine. Very normal situation. I mean, if the ethanol keeps condensing, it is actually deleting heat, so I think we just let it carry on. You're out of oxygen because... Yeah, because it's primarily focusing on filling up these docks. That's fine, I guess. You're growing again, that's good. We'll keep planting more of you. Hey, steam power! We've actually got steam power. That's definitely going to be helping out the dupes. Because that means we're not going to be running the ethanol generator anymore. Much. First fill of the Atmo Suit doctor is always so painful. Yeah. Fine. They've got stuff to do over here. Do we want to do any more research? We were doing a research. We were going to do the Radbot joint plate. Also, we should set this to the green signal if it's below 130, I think. And then we'll dump it up here. You're a bit disappointed by the lack of goldfish? Hey, we haven't even found Paku. But yeah, you're right. That would be a nice thing to have. But the thing is, there's no water. You'd have to find a goldfish in, like, ethanol pool or something. But you're right. That would be fun. For sure. I think we're literally able to use the ethanol to delete the heat from this volcano. We may not even need to set up a tamer. That's so funny. Is this literally all we need to do? Do we just literally ignore it? Like, all we do is, I don't know, we'll probably replace the tiles eventually and just dig this up. Maybe put in a little bit of a clasp so it doesn't actually burst. So the way the ethanol heat deletion works, in case you're not familiar, is liquid ethanol has a heat capacity of 2.46, but gas ethanol has a heat capacity of 2.148. So what happens is the ethanol boils, touches this ice, condenses, falls back down. And the more heat you have, the more ethanol you can boil and condense simultaneously. But it does delete the heat. The issue is you need some kind of active cooling to cool whatever you're using to chill this. But it's certainly going to be helpful. Yeah, it's going. It's going. We're getting some power. It's all good. We obviously don't need this anymore. So you can just remove that one. Oh man, it's so nice having Atmo Suits again. Right, well, as soon as you've done this... So what priority is that? That's priority 9. You shouldn't have too much stuff left to do. At this point, right? Oh, we need to dig all this snow as well. Fair enough. Yeah, you're doing all the pike apples now. That's good. How much more plastic we got? We got plenty more plastic. Keep laddering all the way down here. That's good. There's still way too much CO2. For sure. Oh, yeah. Because there was a load that liquefied from over here as well. There's not really much we could do about that one. If we dig that, we can actually get in here. It's probably not a very good idea, though. Actually, it does mean you can dig these out. We'll see. I'm not overly happy about this. Fluxes. Okay, so power's been consistent, so the flux numbers are fine. We need to set the plants. Okay, the plants are all at the same priority. We'll just leave it like that. That's alright. Okay, you should be pretty close to being done. There. So the gold is up here. You still need to finish this bridge. We go. I'll take some curative tablets. So now we've got the first volcano hooked up. We can get this copper volcano hooked up pretty quickly as well. It doesn't go dormant for another 72 cycles. We got some molten salt in here. Let's go. Let's go. Salt has a heat capacity thing as well. The liquid salt has a heat capacity of 0.7. Gas salt has a heat capacity of 0.88. So it does the exact opposite. Boiling salt into a gas actually multiplies your heat. It does have a nice color. Unfortunately, it's not really what we're going for. Now, we did end up with a load of polluted water in here. So we will dig this, and we will deconstruct this. And regrettably, this copper is all just tiled up, so we're going to have to dig this as well. So we can priority 9 this as well. We will want to put some temperature plates in here. We have some diamond. Do we want to bother with diamond? Probably not. Probably just some mafic rock will do. Actually, I think this is fine. I don't think we need temperature plates in here. Wow, look at that! So the salt evaporates at 1,464 degrees C. The copper does come out hotter than that, so we will end up with some salt gas if we let this keep erupting into this. We let them just do it. There you go. Have some steam. That blue water's going to heat up very quickly. We can put some more polluted ice in here for sure. I shouldn't really be doing this with polluted ice, but we're going to. That's too much. That's still probably too much. So maybe just 3. And then what we'll do is we'll do more of these things. I think. And then we'll dig this, dig this. You know the mechanic where magma or... Oh, of course, it's all going to explode out here. That's fine. When magma or liquid metals form tiles, sometimes they form some of these little mine bits form. So each material in the game has a different variable, which is the tiling mass. So if the mass of your thing that's solidifying is less than the tiling mass, it will form a debris. And if it's more, it will form a tile. So stuff like niobium forms tiles very easily because the tiling mass is very low. And stuff like ice has a much higher tiling mass. So I don't know exactly what the values are, and it doesn't really say. There we go. This gold is recirculating now. Okay, this is actually finished. Believe it or not, we're done. This gold volcano will now operate until the end of time, because one steam turbine will definitely handle one gold volcano. And now we're getting the gold out at about 130 degrees. And it's cooling immediately in the nectar, which is cooling the turbine now. This is cooling off of its own output, which is conducting through here. We could definitely put some radiant pipe in. We'll research radiant pipe as well at some point. How many data banks do we have? We have 0. Okay. We're not getting the joint plate done then. Let's get radiant piping done. How have we not done this yet? That tiling mass number is 80% of the default mass of the solid form, the elephant. The element. Not the elephant. We don't have any elephants. Feels bad. Right, all the water's condensing in here. Let's tile this up so all the water falls back down. And then we can start planning around this. But the very first thing we do, we have a conspicuous oil tile. And the Bammoths are still too cold, so we're going to move you here. That's going to be a yellow alert. And this is going to be the thumbnail. Am I going for a nuclear reactor? We did a nuclear reactor on Flip Farters, and we did a video about making a miniature one. We do them occasionally, but we don't have any uranium. We have a tiny bit of ore. We don't even have any of the normal stuff. Yes, now we're going to dump the Bammoth in here, because the Bammoth is too cold. So I believe Ari is taking the Bammoth as we speak. Yeah. This is definitely going to be thumbnail material. So let's see what happens to the Bammoth. Right, so the Bammoth is in the volcano. The Bammoth is now scolding immediately. So now you need to get moved back immediately. I really hope we haven't killed the Bammoth. The body temperature is, well, it's definitely warm enough, but it's also scalding. Oh, God. We've screwed up. We've screwed up. Who's doing this? The Bammoth has a lot of health. Maybe we'll be alright. Come on, let me select the thing. Is Nisbet going to make it before the Bammoth dies? Probably. He's just vibing. The poor guy. Just chewing some cud. You saw a big 40 steam turbine nuclear reactor recently. how this happened in the first place. The Bammoth got too cold, and this was the way I thought of that would heat the Bammoth up the quickest. And the Bammoth was so cold it wasn't laying eggs. But we do need our friend to come over. Yeah, that's what the Bammoth gets for complaining about being too cold all the time. Yeah, the Bammoth will survive, and it will heal up as well. So we should be fine. They have enough health, they can tank it. But Nisbet does actually need to come grab it. I can't believe this was the solution. Okay, and now we need to do the exact same with the other Bammoth. Bammoth volcano therapy. That's ridiculous. So the moral of the story is to not let your polluted water out here. And in fact, I think we need to get rid of all the liquefiables here anyway. So liquefiables, polluted ice. No. Oh, it has to be sweep only, hasn't it? Yeah. So sweep by type, we do have that enabled. Only liquefiables, please. See, look, that Bammoth's... Oh, his body temperature's still low? You're kidding me, right? He didn't get warm enough! Ah, he didn't get warm enough! He was scolding, but his body temperature still didn't get high enough. So how long does it take to heal up? It's 25 health. How quick do critters heal up? I mean... Yeah, he heated up by like 5 degrees. This guy's heated up as well. I think we just wait it out at this point. I don't think we do another session of volcano therapy. That was a bit risky. That's so weird. You know what? I'll allow it. Right, so we do have one volcano sorted out. That's good. I do actually have to go to bed. I know it's been a short stream today. We will continue ONI tomorrow because I'm desperate to get the copper volcano online because these steam turbines are really helping out. And we can do something similar with the suit thing and sort this out maybe. Although maybe the ethanol is good enough, but we want the power, frankly.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, JP1979. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. They get cold because they have their fur. I'm not 100% sure that's how it works. Insulation thickness, 2.5 centimeters. This seems to be the same regardless of how much fur they have. Let's actually have a look at this guy. Yeah, he's got all of his fur. He's got the same amount. But, yeah. Mildly inconvenient. Right, what's going on with this? Why can't you get over here now? You can't. You just actually need to... Oh, you need to dig the ice. Okay, fair enough. That's alright. Well, we'll just grab some more Bammoths. This is a slow process, but it's alright. So we'll want to dig this as well. Dig here. That's alright. And then we can just get back in this Bammoth biome. We do have a mask, so this should be fine. That will do. We can wrangle this. I don't understand RP reasons it's not reasonable enough. I mean, maybe they could change it, but it seems like it's not really worth the devs' time. Wait a minute! You just jumped! What? Why could... What? Have we just discovered that Bammoths can jump left, up, and right down, but not the other way around? What? They need a 2-tile area to jump to. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So they're actually jumping to the... Okay, so that actually works. So we can still do our regular dropper design then. Okay. Right. I'm going to need to adjust this slightly. I do need to go to bed. But I need to fix this before I forget how that works. You're a big lump of genetic ooze. I mean, your temperature will increase by 0.6 degrees per cycle. So that's okay. We'll just let you do that. Neo, stop making fun of me. Well, this has been a very silly day, but that's fine. But we need this we need the power from the volcanoes to actually run cooling. Keep these guys cool enough with the hot ethanol going in. And that's much more power efficient than cooling the ethanol because of the heat capacity difference. But we're also going to need some different wires for sure. At least we got one volcano table working today. I will just keep pushing this up here. Building melted. Oh, that's fine. You're building all the temperature plates now. I think that's fair enough. Right, so this... We need to do the dropper like here, except have it 2 tile gaps instead. And we did the radiant piping as well. We can build the radiant pipe. And then we can start thinking about aquatuners, maybe. So obviously this is going to be gold. We'll just put it here. And then that should be fine. Right, you're building all of this. So if we build more pedestals here and we put more tallow here, that should still work. Because you only deliver 1 kilogram of tallow at a time. You're flooded. That's alright. I guess. Fix that later. Liquefiables. Oh, yeah, regular ice should go in here as well. Oh! That should... Okay, you should... You're already probably going to cool down because you're in the liquid. Okay, this needs to be set to 7 for now then. If we're wrangling guys manually. Right, so... Deliver tallow. So, copy... No, that's not going to work. I mean, it will work eventually. Yeah, get out of here. We do need to repair Atmo Suits as well, that's fine. Do that. We've got more reed fiber again. Hooray! We get to shear you. You can't even see the machine working when he's up there. Presses up there at 47%. Yeah. Yeah, the issue with this now is they're getting pop eardrums going through here, so duplicants doing the Atmo Suit work are getting stressed. There's no real way around that apart from replacing all of this eventually. Which we can do, but that's not immediate. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. This is a pretty good interim solution. The popped eardrums is what's doing it. God, it feels like we're just walking into all the same mistakes from the previous run. Trying. We do have some more lumen quarters. So I should actually replace these lamps. So those wires keep breaking, which is very funny. Right, so all we need to do for now is put the wood tiles here and the chute here. I mean, I guess we'll have to play around with this further. We'll go to the end of the cycle. Just because that way the game music loads in a bit better. Why is that disconnected on this? Oh, because we're running on the batteries. Right, we can start putting this stuff in here again, because this is going to stop misbehaving now. This needs to be set to Priority 9 tallow as well. There you go. And then that should be alright. The loader we'll put down here. Probably in this corner. And then, let's see. This can just go here. In fact, let's actually put it... Oh, no. Because we're going to get more heat out of this one. I think 2 will suffice. That's all right. So, conveyor shut-off goes here. This can be gold. There, thermosensor goes here. Automation. So that conveyor rail goes here, and then this just goes around in a loop like this. We're building it out of wolframite, I guess. Whatever. I don't really care. I should care, I don't at this point. And then this is just going to dump the metal out here, so we can remove this. You know, I'll just put it here. Very elegant solution. And then the vent we're just going to put directly over the volcano. So that's fine. And then pipe we're going to keep going like this. Then radiant pipe down here. Then just some more liquid pipe in here. That will do. And then the wires. That wire's going to go over there. This one's going to go back in here. That one's going to go there. I think we're done. Doesn't have to be super complicated. Now, we could actually put the metal refinery in here. But I think I'm going to leave that for another day. There is room. We'd have to make it out of... Or what would we even make it out of? It would overheat, wouldn't it? We'd have to make it out of... Oh no, ceramic. We would make it out of ceramic, and then it's fine. Okay, well, whatever. We'll investigate it. Right, that'll do. We've had our fun. We got the Bammoth to do some silly things. They are gradually heating up again, so I'm not going to dump them in the volcano again. We found the brain machine, we found George, and we found a radioactive biome. Interesting. Cool salt slush geyser. A few interesting things are coming together. So I think we'll save it and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Balatro on Thursday. That's what we'll do. Alrighty, let's close it out. For change. Thank you very much for watching and putting up with me tonight. Realize it's been a shorter stream. We do like to mix it up occasionally. Let me know if you're playing the new Overwatch season. They've fixed anything. It seems interesting. I'm definitely going to do that if I get a moment, but not on stream. I'm not going to subject you guys to an Overwatch stream, don't worry. If you like what you've seen and you want more, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you're not already, and you'll get notifications when I go live. If you're still here from Treble Queen or Tholan's raids earlier, thank you very much for sticking around. I do enjoy all of your company, and you've actually been very helpful tonight, particularly about the suit transition, because I've never really done that before. And that was very annoying. I think we're in a position where we just replace all the masks with Atmo Suits now. And then we won't have to worry about that again. And we won't have to worry about all those wood heaters anymore either. What a relief. All the VODs go on YouTube. They're always on there. We also have guide videos, meme videos, lots of Oxygen Not Included stuff, some other games on there as well. We're wrapping up the Balatro Challenge runs, and after that we're going to go back to Subnautica for a bit, because I do want to actually just finish that playthrough and have a proper, up-to-date playthrough of that game on my channel. Because we have Below Zero, we need the regular OG Subnautica as well. And you guys like it on Twitch, so why not? And there's Discord where we hang out, we post memes and builds and things. There's usually people in there talking about Oxygen Not Included. If you have any questions, someone could probably answer that. But let's go see who's around. Let's investigate. We raided 2 Legit City yesterday. I don't really want to do a double raid. Who else? Oh, whatever. Double 2 Legit City. Whatever. It's fine. If you have any fishy or froggy emotes, feel free to send them to Legit City's way. If you've been lurking, thank you very much. I've enjoyed the presence of you lurkers as well. And we'll see you tomorrow for more volcanoes. Ta for now.